tubies, videos all over the place. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of on a roll, and there is a particular spell that is one of my favorites, actually, and I use quite often. And it really has helped me throughout my life in many different areas. And that spell is using a witch's bottle. Now, witch's bottles are great for a lot of different things. Now, one reason why I feel it's important to make this video on this particular spell is because I have a lot of young viewers that deal with bullies or somebody harassing them in their life and somebody who's just bothering them. If anybody bothers you, witch's bottles are very great. They're perfect for really helping taking care of the situation without you fully having to get physical and hurting somebody. You don't want to hurt anybody or inflict pain on anybody, but you do want to be able to do something to where you can put something out there and have the universe kind of take care of it for you. And I find witch's bottles are great because it does provide the protection that sometimes you may or may not need. So the best thing to do is, if you can, baby jars are fabulous for these kind of things. You can collect them from people that you know that have babies. You can go to Craigslist on the free section. Sometimes people have free baby bottles or baby jars that they want to give away. You can go to daycare centers and ask them to save them for you. All kinds of different things, but you can acquire baby jars pretty easy. Worst case scenario, go to the store, buy some, eat it, because it's good. Sometimes get the banana and strawberries. Oh my God, it's so good. But yeah, you eat that, rinse it out real good, you have a witch's bottle ready to be made. Or you can also use them for storing your magical items. It's a good thing, especially when you collect little things. Yay! So, okay, witch's bottles. Now, use caution, I have to say, but I'm going to be real with, being a witch. There are a lot of different tools that we do use in really making a spell work. Now, the old ways and traditionally, witches really say, okay, somebody's bothering you, and whoever that person may be. It may be somebody who you no longer want to come to your house. You just don't want that person around. So what you do is, if by any chance you can, you collect something from them, whether it be hair, fingernails, blood, anything that you can get. You can go to the outside of your walkway of your house after they have left your house and go sweep up the dirt and collect the dirt from their footsteps. And you can use these tools to put in the jar. Now, once you put all your little items, you put all your items in there, what you're going to do is you're going to add a couple different things. Now, if you don't have the ability to collect those very personal items from those people or particular people, you can use a picture. You can write their name down. You can collect something that they have used. A cigarette butt is something that they've used and smoked, and they've got their energy on it. You can also wipe a glass where they have a drink. You can just simply write their name on a piece of paper and draw a little picture of them if need be. But you want to really put your focus in on the person that you're wanting to protect yourself from and ward away their negative energies. So after you put all your little cool items inside your jar, it is very important to add pins and needles. Now, the reason why you add pins and needles, it has nothing to do with causing harm to the person that you're making this witch bottle for. It has to do with warding away the evil that they are putting out. It pretty much stabs all the negative energy. Visualizing this, okay? You have all their items in there. The pins and needles stabs all the evil and gets rid of it and just pokes it and kills it and just gets rid of it, neutralizes it. Then what you want to do is you either want to fill the jar up with salt, Salt is a great one because it banishes negativity and bad spirits. You can also use red wine, which is another one. And if you want to get down and dirty with it, you can use semen or menstrual blood and cover it. What that does is after the pins and needles do their work on neutralizing and get rid of all that bad energy, the fluid or salt that you put in it drowns it, gets rid of it, just bleh, consumes it, it's gone. Drowns it, kills it. You will seal up your witch's bottle. Now, you do not want to hold on to it. You want to get rid of it. And pretty much you want to bury it off of your property where you will no longer come in contact. Now, if you have a special place in the woods that you want to go out and kind of conduct yourself a little ceremony and dig a hole and bury it out there, you can do that. But go outside your property in past your backyard and dig a hole and bury it. And that way it's contained forever and you will never have to worry about getting harassed or bullied again. I know this is pretty intense and some of you may be very critical, but this is something that I really do fully believe in, and it does work. Another thing that you can do is if you don't have a bunch of different tools that you can't collect and use and you just necessarily don't want to, but you want to do a semi-positive witch's bottle, I guess you could say. I'm trying to look at the right word, so pardon my delay here. But there's a couple different things that you can do. Now, say that somebody is just kind of bothering you, or there's a thought that's really bothering you, or there's something that's eating away at you, and you really just want to freeze it and get rid of it, but you don't want to do away with it totally. You just kind of want to slow things down and freeze it up a little bit, or bind somebody for helping them to stop smoking, helping them to break a habit, or freeze a habit of your own doing. Now, you get a piece of paper and you write it out. Write out what you want to do. So we'll say, for example, blah, 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 we're writing it out. I want my husband, because he says it's okay, to stop smoking, and please help him stop smoking, blah, blah. Done. Write it out. Take that piece of paper, fold it up a whole bunch of times, put it inside the bottle, and then fill it up with water. When you're done filling up with water, put it in the back of your freezer, and it'll freeze that habit and neutralize it and get rid of it. Or the bad habit that you're trying to bind that particular person to do. Now, I do have to say that anytime, anytime you do a spell on somebody, it is ethically correct. I think that's a word. But it is in the code of ethics as being a good witch that you do not conduct a spell on somebody against their wishes. You really need to ask them, hey, so is it okay? I have something that will really help you. You want to help smoking, and I really think I have a spell that will help work for you, or to help heal you, or whatever the case is. But you want to ask them, is it okay if I do that for you? And then once they say yes, you don't have to worry about any kind of bad karma reactions that can come back and get you. Because you're not doing it out of militia, you're doing it out of pure good spirit. Now, the witch's bottle that I had mentioned earlier for doing against bullying, you are not wanting to cause harm to these people. No matter what they have done to you, you still do not want to do anything bad to them, because that's bad karma in itself. What you do want to do is just focus on getting them to stop. And the pins and needles is pretty much going, if you visualize it, it just really stops and inhibits that person from having the temptation to want to harass and bully you anymore. Does that make sense? So it's very important to not have any militia or hard feelings when you're doing spells at all. You always want to put out good energy. You always want it to be for a good purpose, and you want it to have a positive result. Now, binding spells and protection spells and everything are very effective and important, but if you go into it with bad will and bad energy and you do it out of anger, then you will result, you will suffer from the consequences, and it will result in bad karma. And there's no telling when it will come back and get you. But when it does, it'll get you ×3, and it'll kick your ass, and it's not fun. So please take that in consideration. But I'm trying to really open up with you guys. I want to share some cool little things with you that I do that work in my everyday life and show you how to be an active everyday witch. Being a witch and being Wiccan is a lifestyle. It is not just something that you do once a week or once a year, kind of like, you know, some Christians just feel like they're Christians because they go to church on Easter every year, and that's it. But they don't live the lifestyle that they preach. They don't practice it every day. So it's important to always stick to the rules. And it harm none. Do what ye will. Stick by the reed. Be a good witch, not a bad witch. Bring no harm unto others. But there are some effective things you can use in your life, being a witch, to conduct to really help yourself and protect yourself and enhance your life overall. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Come to my Facebook page, email me, all that good stuff. And any other video suggestions that you really, really want to see, let me know, and I will be more than happy to fulfill the requests. These past few videos that I have done, I have had several requests for them, so I figured, you know what? Why not? I'm going to step out of my little comfort zone a little bit and broaden the little horizons and give you guys my view and perspectives on practices that I incorporate and use in my daily life. So much love and light to you guys. Enjoy, and good spell practice, not bad spell practice, okay?